Rocky, the YouTube is live.
Rhoda, I can't believe this is the 21st century is amazing.
2017 gives us so many kinds of things.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, just think of all the miles we could have saved on the van touring.
Oh, you're right. Let's get this. Let's make this slide. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I'm
ready?
ready.
Got it?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Okay, we're playing it.
Okay, this is what they said we ought to
Look
do.
what I can do on the internet.
You know, we should take this on tour with us. Instead, we could just go to Cleveland and YouTube from Cleveland.
Now, nice people who are watching on the internet, Rocky and Rhoda are political lesbian cabaret performance artists, and we have been doing this forever. These are just a few of our show posters from the years.
Exactly. So we're still getting things started with this technology, and we just wanted you to see a couple of the things that we've been doing. And we're very happy that you're joining us here.
Absolutely. And Rocky and Rhoda are known for our fun and lighthearted cabaret acts, but we have been doing hard-hitting political art since the 1940s.
Maybe, I don't know. There was that brief tour. No.
Oh, right here. It's our Queers Don't Commit Suicide tour. That was very political.
Here, Rhoda, let's make sure we have our things together. Okay, this is a great. Oh, right, that Common Woman books. That was a great.
Oh, and this one of our most modern, Rocky and Rhoda Occupy Your Evening. We have been relevant this entire time.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And here we are.
And here we are tonight. Rocky and Rhoda will always love the revolution.
Exactly.
Let's.
Oh, see. Are we going on?
We're about to go on.
Hello. Well, hello there. We're very happy to see you here tonight. I'm Rocky.
And I'm Rhoda. And tonight there was a mini blizzard.
Kind of a big snowstorm, if you will. But we got your texts, and we got your emails, and we got your phone calls.
And your faxes. Everyone knows how to fax now that we've been harassing the government so much.
Exactly. And we understood that, well, you don't seem to like going out in the snow very much. So
it's a New Yorker thing. If we were doing a show in Beloit, or if we were in Chicago,
let alone in the Northeast, let's talk about Burlington for a minute. You folks, you know how to get places.
What's up, Vermont?
Exactly. But here in New York, people have gotten a little soft. And so we thought, this technology, it's so exciting.
Indeed. And so tonight we canceled our show, but Rocky and Rhoda love the revolution and you so much that we are live here on the internet tonight. For the first time, having canceled a show since 1991. 1991. That was the last time.
Exactly. It was that huge ice storm. And it was really hard because everyone was protesting again. Too, with the Iraq War. But we had been invited out to Kansas City to play the biggest protest of all. And yet somehow, the ice storm, we just had to cancel the show. Really, everyone just called their senators again, just like we are again today.
Kansas is like one of the homes of socialism in the United States. Stay strong, Kansas. We love
you. Exactly. And
it's like we've been at this for decades, but resistance movements in the U.S. Have been happening for centuries, right? I mean, even this land itself was captured in a way that most lesbians despise.
At least the good ones.
Lesbians say no.
Lesbians say no. Exactly. So we're just happy to see you, and we're happy to have you joining us here today. And we've been doing our work and feeling all your anger, lots of shows, from one side of the country to the other, up to down. Everyone is furious, and that makes sense. And we are glad that you are angry, because there's a lot to be angry about.
As a matter of fact, Rocky and Rhoda are a little bit angry ourselves.
Exactly.
But there's something very specific that upset us recently.
Exactly. We were asked to betray our people. Not that long ago, just a little while ago. In fact, weeks. You know what happened? Rhoda, should we tell them? This is almost embarrassing.
Tell them, Rocky.
We were asked to play the inauguration.
That inauguration.
Exactly.
Rocky and Rhoda.
Live.
Watching the inauguration.
No, never. We don't believe in that. And they said they wanted to prove they didn't hate the gays, and they had heard we were relevant and hip. But no.
Lesbians say no.
Lesbians say no.
And they probably heard about it because of our Star-Spangled,
the Star-Spangled Lesbian.
The Star-Spangled Lesbian.
Exactly. That was our 1978 tour.
Now, in the 1970s, there was still the possibility of radical Americana, right? And I know that some of you are still participating in creating radical Americana, and we're so proud of you. But in the 1970s, we made a Star Spangled Banner album.
Exactly. It was kind of calling back that work in the 1940s, the one war everyone seems to agree on. And the Star Spangled Lesbian, it was a hit in at least 5 bookstores around the country.
The lesbian-owned bookstores.
Only.
Oh, that's all we play.
Exactly. But we do have a couple songs tonight we'd like to share with you from this, and we're very happy. You know, this is really a classic, and it goes, we ready, Rhoda? I think it goes a little something like this.
This is a song we wouldn't sing at the inauguration. Oh, beautiful for races lies, fracking all the plains, for purple mountains privatized, fearful of blacks and gays. America, America, resist the new regime. They will die out, we will go on and make a world that's free. Now we want to make sure that people at home are really
aware. You know, it's hard. Patriotism, I don't know. In fact, we were recently, you know, having a little fight about it in the van. You know, is this something that we really want to support? Patriotism, the Star Spangled Lesbian, it was a nice moment, but, you know, this is a hard time with the country.
But we know that a lot of people need to interface with other more patriotic Americans, and we thought if we shared these lyrics with you and you need to go into a patriotism situation, that you will have something that you can resist in the moment. So we are going to go ahead and make sure that you know what these words are, so that if needed, you too, at the next 4th of July, any sort of fireworks situation, that you
all
can
together.
Sing. Come with us now, friends. Oh, beautiful for racist lies, for fracking all the plains, for purple mountains privatized, fearful of blacks and gays. America, America, resist the new regime. They will die out, we will go on. Let's make a world that's free. Oh, the internet lets us do so many things.
I know.
Rocky,
Okay.
I love this.
We have it? Oh, yeah. All right. Great.
Absolutely.
Well, hello, internet. That was a classic song from a classic time, but we understand this feels like a very specific time.
This is a very different time. It's hard to say how, right? It's like the system has always been rigged towards white people, rich people, landowners, and people who don't give a fuck about other people. So,
but
that's a constant.
But you know, we don't usually see it. So obviously,
so like our waspy propriety sort of mythologies are being, you know, sort of pushed against, or like people who never actually had to experience marginalization are now realizing that it happens everywhere.
Everywhere.
But at the same time, something feels different
and harder. Do we call the senators? Do we bomb the senators? Do we fax the White House? Do we pee on the White House? I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know.
Do you know?
Folks, there's something that Rocky and Rhoda always do when we don't know what to do. It's a little trick that we learned years ago.
Exactly. A little saying.
WWLAD. What would our lesbian ancestors do?
You know, sometimes in these moments of strife, we just need to find a little guidance.
Absolutely. And because now we all have the internet, Rocky and Rhoda turned to our favorite research tool, Googly. Googly.
Exactly.
And learned a little bit about what our lesbian ancestors and elders would have to say. And we're going to share a little bit of that with you.
All right, Rhoda, let's see if this internet can go.
Okay, YouTube.
No, YouTube.
No, YouTube. Okay.
YouTube later.
Woo! All right. What would our lesbian ancestors do? What will add? Hashtag it, friends.
Well, Audre Lorde would say women are powerful and dangerous.
Fuck to the S.
Perhaps a good inspiration for all those pussy hats. Teeth next time. Teeth next time.
Vulturine de Clyer, notorious bisexual, anarchist, revolutionary, and writer, says the hells of capitalism create the desperate act desperately. And she also said, for the basis of all political action is coercion. Even when the state does good things, it finally rests on a club, a gun, or prison for its power to carry them through. Fuck that. Power to the people. Lesbians say no.
I have Gloria Anzaldúa, who says, I will no longer be made to feel ashamed of existing. I will have my voice, Indian, Spanish, white. I will have my serpent's tongue, my woman's voice, my sexual voice, my poet's voice. I will overcome the tradition of silence. We all have to. Stand up, fight back.
Absolutely. Mabel Hampton, who was one of the longtime amazing curators and co-founders of the Lesbian History Archives, says, I would like all my people to be free in this country and all over the world, my gay people and my black people. Keeping it intersectional, that is what our people do.
Exactly. We're going to be only able to win this together. And a little reminder for our elected officials, there is no such thing as hurting someone for their own good. There's only hurting someone for your own good. Kate Bornstein.
Auntie Kate, thank you so much. We love you. And finally, we looked back to Dr. Marie Equi, who was an anarchist, political prisoner, anti-war activist, abortionist, and militant IWW physician. She said, we may think we live in a free country, but we are in reality nothing but slaves. When President Wilson said we are at war, he spoke the truth once, but it isn't a war against another nation, but a never-ending class war within our own country. No war but the class war.
Lots of wars, actually. You know, Rhoda, if we're gonna be technically, there's the class war and there's the anti-racist war and there's all the wars, right? Kind of all together, right? That's the whole point of this. Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna be technical about it.
I'm just saying there shouldn't be war at all.
I mean, we should be so lucky.
Oh, we should be so lucky, Rocky.
So what are we gonna do, folks? What are we gonna do? I feel like there's one thing we can agree on is work out these strategies. This is a mess.
This whole thing is a mess. I mean, look, we're Americans and we're lesbians and we're really not proud right now.
And luckily, in these times, we can lean on our lesbian ancestors to understand something very important. Lesbians are very good at solving problems.
Yeah, lesbians are very responsible. We look at a mess and we go, what's my responsibility to this mess?
Exactly.
How can my therapist help me understand my part in this mess and my interconnectedness to the mess, right? Lesbians, you know what we know about so good, better, clearly than these maniacs who have no idea what they're doing in public office. Lesbians know participatory democracy like nobody else.
Boom. Who brings the brooms?
Lesbians.
Who carries the clipboard?
Lesbians.
Who knows how and when to use a consensus process?
Who invented consensus? Lesbians. Okay?
Exactly.
Who volunteers in their communities all the time?
Lesbians.
Who makes space for inclusion and then realizes they forgot somebody and then does better the next time? Lesbians.
And at least we have our history.
Indeed. And so we present to you tonight another song from the Star-Spangled Lesbians. This one feels quite apt and quite apropos for this time that we're in. Rocky.
If tomorrow all the things were gone that I'd worked for all my life,
and we had to start again with just our people and our pride,
I thank my lucky stars to be living here today.
Because lesbians stand for freedom, and bitches, we don't play.
And I'm proud to be a lesbian because my people get shit done. And I won't forget the queers who died to make consensus fun. And I'll proudly stand up next to you to fight these fascist fools. Cause there ain't no doubt we're staying here and open freedom schools.
From Sisters Bar, Boston, to Stilettos in Detroit, we go across.
Sisters in Austin, Stilettos in Detroit.
Where else? Oh, from the co-op homes of P-Town.
Oh, and the land projects in Beloit.
All across. We reject your xenophobia.
We resist your racist ways.
We are glad to welcome refugees.
We're obviously gay. And I'm proud to be a lesbian, cause our people get shit done. And I won't forget the queers who tried to make consensus fun. And I'll proudly stand up next to you to fight these fascist fools. Cause there ain't no doubt we're staying here to open freedom schools. Freedom schools. And I'm proud to be a lesbian, cause our people get shit done. And we won't forget the queers who tried to make consensus fun. And I'll proudly stand up next to you and fight these fascist fools. Cause there ain't no doubt we're staying here, fight in place to open freedom schools. Folks, we know it's gonna be a hard fight ahead, but Rocky and Rhoda will be there with you every step of the way.
Education is power. Lesbians say no. Rocky and
Have a good
Rhoda
night.
are going to leave you the lyrics of our last song, just in case you want to sing along at home. Some other family gathering you might find yourself having.
You know, they might even have the record somewhere else. Do people have records anywhere, Rhoda?
People definitely have albums.
Oh, albums, okay. Well,
Mhm.
you know, you can find this on the YouTube.
You can find this on the YouTube and this song as well. Just search I'm Proud to Be a Lesbian. You will definitely find it.
Exactly.
Now, everyone, thank you for joining us on this mini blizzard evening.
Sort of a snowstorm.
We're on tour, like always.
And you'll see us coming to a town near you.
Rocky and Rhoda are off.